Shalom, shalom. Welcome to Rooted in Hebrew. Today is January the 30th. Time is just moving by. Shalom, Sister Monica and Sister Linda Cross. I'm glad you are. Time is just moving by. Shalom, Sister Monica and Sister Linda Cross. Whew. Hold on just for a moment. Yes, seeing a lot of things happening. I tell you, and I'm looking at, I'm hearing them and seeing a lot of the news threads and things of that nature. What's going on in this world? I tell you, this is one time being alert, awake to the things that's going on. It is absolutely very important that we pay attention to our surroundings. I tell you the truth, I just get on up. Here we go again. I got to keep water right next to me every time I get ready to clear my throat. I tell you, but I've been having sinuses ever since I've been back. I tell you, I don't know. I still have this like head cold ever since I got back. But it is what it is. I mean, the thing about it is, you got to contend with it and just try to do the best you can do, or at least I can do. Shalom, Sister Van P. Glad you made it in today, sis. But I'm looking at, seeing all this stuff that's going on is, it can leave one, kind of dazed. I mean, you have this happening over here, you have that happening over there. And when Trump came into office, excuse me, he came into office, he's doing his thing. Like I had once stated that, when he started saying things and doing things, his followers, they're going to start speaking a lot more. They're going to be more assertive, and they have been doing that. And when I was speaking about freedom of speech, the freedom of speech is getting a lot of people in trouble. A lot of them are losing their jobs because when you start, although Trump is doing what he's doing, it's the Gentile that's getting hit right back because they feel that they can go in there and say what they want to say, and then these jobs be like, "Hold on, you messing with my business." Then they get the threats. Now you messing with somebody else's money, so now they are literally getting let go from their employment because they feel the freedom of speech is an American, is an American right. And they still have that right. It's the repercussion it's the repercussion that they are not playing into this scenario. Because when you've been privileged all your life and you felt that you can say and do what you want to do, it's difficult for you to get up that pedestal. It's difficult. They put themselves on a pedestal. If other nations did put them on a pedestal, it was under coercion. That's what it was. But ever since we done woke up and ever since we done stepped outside the line, the Most High world, he rose us up. All right, step out this line and follow me. You know what? And before the Most High, this awakening, who were we? Who were we? We was those people. We still are. We was the people that the other nations use to get where they are today. And truthfully, Like the scripture said, the Most High said they will advance in front of you, and that is so true. We cannot argue with that. They did. Any other nationality, it seems like they have to go through us to get where they're at. Then once they get to that particular point, they have the audacity to look back at you, turn your nose up, and start to hate you. This is known. This is a known fact. When people was being mistreated, who was the one that stood up for them? Nationally, it was us. It was us. When the Asians mistreated, yes, we will always be Israel because we have that human touch. We have the humanity that some people choose that they choose not to have. They choose not to use, rather. They choose not to use it. We choose to use it. We're the only people that'll take anybody in. We're the only people. Now I'm looking at some of these posts of Mexicans talking about black people. Wow. I was like, okay. Talking about y'all, you can't even get your own stuff together and so on and so on. That's true. But somehow we managed to fight for people. And then when they get that edge up, they'll look back at you and talk about you. But ever since this awakening, and it's like we are the light to the world. That's right, Sister Monica. That's true. But ever since this awakening, and we stood up, we're dusting ourselves off with it. The Most High is dusting us off. He's cleaning us up as long as we continue to follow Him. Now, and with that following, and with that, it's at a time now. It's like Yahushua said. He said, "Don't believe me. Believe the action. Believe my works." It was His works. All right, you ain't got to believe the works. That's all He was saying. And so now we're at that point, brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done. Our works has been here for 400 years. 400 years. 400 years. Our work has been here. They know our work. They know our brothers and sisters' invention. We got a ton of work that has been done here. A ton of it. They're upset. I do know that. But ever since the Most High woke us up and took us out of the line, we, brothers, sisters, we are no longer in the line of the nations. We're no longer in the line. We're walking past the line, and we're looking at nations. They're looking at us. They got to do this. This is one thing they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to recognize who we were and what things did we do while we was at the bottom. All of this stuff here, our actions, brothers and sisters, started at the bottom. It remained at the bottom. The nations took what we knew and did, stole it, rebranded it. What else? Advertised it, and took it worldwide. That's what the world did. Now, how is that backfiring on the world? Very badly. Because the Most High said this: what was done in the dark shall come to the light. And I know that they got to be sweating bullets of their actions of the what I'm not doing. Hold on just for a moment. Let me get some more water. Tell you the truth. The undoings of their action, painting their picture on top of our actions. They're looking like idiots now. And you're right, Sister Monica. Yeah, they're upset. They're upset. Make America great again. We're not going back down on the dirt. That's one thing we're not doing. We're not going back down. However, they talking about what they want to make great again. Well, we know what the Most High said about that. It's already been taken apart right as we speak to what they thinking they're doing with the arrogance, the privilege, and then that privileged mindset. Truthfully, it's backfiring, and it's going to hit hard. Sister Linda, you says they came here on their own. They can leave on their own. We have nothing to do with them. Do with it. That's true. That is so true. And with Sister Cross, we are at a point now. Truthfully, we didn't did what we needed to do for the world. We did. The Most High put us into this position. The Most High put us into, due to our forefathers' disobedience. We still came with humanity. We did. We still came with humanity. They got themselves in a very bad position. And so truthfully, they know that the world is watching. The world is saying, hold on, y'all stole that land from these particular people. They just coming back reclaiming it. That's all they're doing. I mean, at least that's what the word on the street is. And now, all of the stuff that we have done, it's like, look here, have at it. It's just like, we don't have nothing to do with it. Now, this is the time we go concentrate on us. We need some us time, period. Everything about us went worldwide. Everybody talking about the sister that came up with the GPS. They throwing her out, not throwing her under the bus, but they throwing her out there in the world to let the world know this black woman did that. We need some us time. We need to heal ourselves. We tired. We need to get back to our roots. Oh yeah, they did. But now what did they Sister Monica, you gotta remember, that's one thing I would say. Now they're trying to what's the word? Be in a mad dash to get this AI up and running. They're gonna need somebody to be their base. That slave base, they're gonna need them. Now they talking about having that thing as a robot and things of that nature. Okay. However they want to do it, that's up on them. I'm like what the sister said. They ain't got nothing to do with us. They're on their own. This is the time where we need to get back. Because right now, truthfully, we need some us time. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say this. We're not following those laws. Not let me see. how can I say this? Not to the best of our abilities. We got to get used to these laws. We've been lied to. Let's just say over 400 years, because I mean, our brothers and sisters before the transatlantic slave trade, they was been coerced into to Islam. You know, yeah, we got to get back to our father off the top. We're gonna have to. That's right there is a must. Because right now, as long as we are in captivity, and now this captivity, we walking at the same time. Shalom, brother Kenneth. I'm glad you made it in, brother. We no, this is that time. We it's like whatever your complaints is. Right now, we can't do it. It's like we took the sign and we saying out for lunch. We can't service you no longer. It seems like that's the spirit that we're getting because our efforts has been disrespected and well, our efforts have, and it's been off the top. It's been disrespected off the top. When this world system, whatever you want to call it, took what our brothers and sisters brought about, and you stumped our brothers down and threw them into a dark room where the world did not know of these people, brothers who invented the traffic light, the cell phone, the internet. But y'all want to paint your own picture. Oh, we did that. And then you go in there and you want to take over Hollywood, take on Hollywood, not take over because we never started that. These are the things they did. Now, all of that nonsense that they did is been unfolded. From my understanding, I could be wrong. February is supposed to be what? Black History Month? Man, I could be wrong. Now, is that still on the table or did he get rid of that too? Because truthfully, every single day is our history. A history of days. That's going to be one day. One day it's going to set everything off when it's all over said and done with concerning us. That's what it's going to do. It's going to set it off because we sit here. No, we've been here and we doing what we're supposed to do as Yah's people. Even when we was sleep, we were still doing things according to his will to the best of our ability at that particular time. We knew what was right. We knew what was wrong. We had a there was something instilled in us, a spirit to like, you did wrong. That's not right. And now with this awakening and with this stepping outside the line, we're moving in a direction and we're being placed by the Most High to be in this position. That's what we've been doing. Been groomed for. We're being groomed exactly for that. There's a judgment, brothers and sisters, and then that judgment is so clear. I mean, it's so clear. It is absolutely present. We know something is about to come down on you people. This is the reason why we are out that line. The Most High sees what he's doing. I mean, what you have these brothers and sisters on the continent, brothers, governments, they're standing up. They're unifying. Let's not underestimate small things, brothers and sisters. The small things are the enormous ones. Now, yes, I remember, what was his name? Trump saying that Africa was a asshole. What is it? What did he say? What did he say? It was a uh, asshole place. That's what he said. And but now, yeah, he woke up. He's seen something. He spoke one time too many. That's what he did. He spoke one time too many. These people are so dazed and confused, brothers and sisters. I'm serious. This is about survival, Israel. This is what this is about. That's what I was thinking, Sister Linda. I was asking that question because, yep, yeah, everybody needs that place now. Everybody's going to that place. Yeah, he did. I know he said. Yeah, he said that. Now that Black History Month, I'm, you know, shoes. Yeah, okay. I mean, but they're trying their best. They're trying to take the pages of what the Most High said, of this uncovering of their doings. They're trying to throw the covers back. They don't want those covers. The Most High says it's going to happen. So it seems like right now there's a battle. There's a battle. They don't want the world to know. All right. They don't want the world to be bring back discrimination. That's what it seems like to me. That's what I'm saying. Bring back discrimination. Hmm. Um, these people under the direction of the devil, they are literally walking to a cliff. That's what they're doing. And the people who did not, Scripture says that we were willing to heal Babylon, but she was unwilling to be healed. Brothers and sisters, what do you think we're doing now? When the Most High is done with it, we follow suit. Do we not? When His celestial chariot moves away, we move right along with it. This is what we do. This is what we're doing. Shalom, Pinky D. That's what we're doing. We're moving. We're not sitting right here waiting on them. They're doing what they're going to do. What they're going to do. Mm-mm. They have themselves um, in a very bad position. This is what they're doing. You have we have battles between principalities and things of that nature. These are the things. But brothers, we're out that line, and we're walking past these people. But we're taking notice of all these people that we're passing. We're taking notice of them. And we noticing, oh yeah, I remember we tried to help you people, and y'all stabbed us in the back. And the sad thing about this, brothers, is this: do you all, brothers and sisters, understand that we was helping a nation of people that literally they do exist and don't exist? They have more rights than we do. I'm serious, and I'm gonna tell you who those people are. They hopped on our band. They hopped on our platform. Before I say who it is, they hopped on our platform and they made themselves a people. That's the sad thing. I mean, they ain't gonna say a sad thing, but they made themselves a people. They made themselves a nation, and they have more rights than we do. They have more protection than we do. That LBTZ thing, or whatever they want to call it, they hopped on our platform. They use our struggles to furnish what they needed to get. They have way more protection than we do. They have a crime bill. That's what they have. They have a crime bill. They have all the bells and whistles. But they hopped on our platform and used it to their advantages. If you think I'm joking, look at it. But now, all of this stuff is slapping them in the face. We rose up and we continue to take all of the needed steps to follow the Most High. This world knows it is absolutely in trouble. Only those that are righteously disposed going to recognize that of who we are. It's going to be those individuals, those nations, who's going to realize these people. We need these people. The disrespect that we have all experienced, and that's our protection. Yahusha, yes, off the top. We're following them. They're seeing us. And truthfully, when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, they're going to recognize, wait a minute, they're going to be saying these things to themselves. And some are saying it on a very low scale. Some are saying it, they recognize it. No, these people, there's something special about these people. No matter what they went through, what they got going on, there's something special about these people. And it's going to get stronger. It's going to get stronger. And truthfully, it's out there. You have more people on TikTok. I don't even know about what's going on with Facebook. It seems like everybody's trying their best to block Facebook for whatever. I don't know. I don't too much get on that stuff. But there's a whole lot going on there. There's a backfiring of power. And like one sister said, and she's right. Brother said it too. If you want to hurt somebody in the nation, you got to hit their pockets. They worship that. When they worship that, and we all moving it, they worship money. You have to literally hit their pockets. And a lot of these brothers and sisters getting on these channels and things, they say, hey, we have this over here. We have this service. Seems like there's going to be a massive shutdown of a world. And like, who was that? I forgot. I forgot the president of Egypt. He said this, and it was, this is a previous, but he's no longer with us. He said, the people of Israel left out black, and it came back white. Now, this was happening. We're rising. Yeah, we're going back. And we're going back the way we left out. That's what's happening. They knowing this. How many of y'all heard anything lately what's going on over in Israel and since that war they started? Why is it like on the back seat now? It seems like it's on the back seat. This looming World War III, it's as if it's dormant. It's just sitting there. But the actions of the rise of a nation The re-rising of a nation is top dog. Um, what was published in the Time magazine, Sister Monica? But this is what we at. This is our path now. We just need to stay in the line. The Most High said, "Follow me," and that's what we do. We have to stay in this line. We have to continue to follow. But at the same time, when we're doing that, they starting to take notice of us. You'll notice this hate that's on us, is going to die down. It's going to die down because it's going to determine their life. These people they're not dumb. They're not stupid. They're not. They're going to start to notice who we are, what we represent. Mm. Oh, all right, I know. All right, I know what you're talking about. All right, yes, yeah. Hey, sister, hmm, for the world to say, "Hey, we're those people," of the book, yeah, it's becoming a whole lot stronger. Yeah, it is. It's becoming a lot stronger. They come into belief of that. Royal priesthood, shalom. Sister, how you doing? Yes, that's the thing. Uh, and you know what, Sister Monica, I got you. I think that was you that sent me an email, and I have responded. I was briefly just reading it over, um, but I'm just acknowledging that I did receive it, and I'm gonna send you a message back through it. But this here, and I'm seeing a lot of brothers and sisters saying, "Yeah, yeah, I did. I got it." And I just been, I've been working with my cousin and things of that nature. And I got to get this. I'm trying to get, like I said, I got to get this house up and running and get ready to put this thing on the market. Because there's a timeline that I need to get back, and because I got to get this stuff up and running over there in Tanzania. But going back, brothers and sisters, we're out. We're in a line of our own. We are. All of our education, our faith, our everything about us is about to go to one particular continent. Now, I'm gonna say this now because there's a lot of brothers and sisters out there. Oh, I'm just saying for me, my understanding. Hmm, that's where I believe we all will go. The Most High said He's going to. There are four angels that are on the four corners of the earth. That was the Most High said. And they're holding back the winds of destruction. That's what they're doing. Because the Most High said He's going to get His people and put them back in their land. Something that they own, that was given from the Most High. He said, "This is your land." So this is where I believe we will all be at. Mm, I seen that too, sister. Uh, Royal Priesthood. I seen that. But this is what's going to happen, and it's happening. It is absolutely happening. But I tell you, brothers, we just have to continue to stay on course. This is that time where this is us time. I'm serious. This is that us time. Yeah, that's the thing. Um, who was that? about a week ago, I know some brothers and sisters were saying there has to be something terrible that will have to happen in order for us to understand the gravity of what's going on. And yeah, it seems like that's what it's going to take. You know, but the the actions of some of our brothers and sisters, right as we speak, I'm I'm serious. I The Most High is the one who will judge. But to see some of the things that some of our brothers and sisters are doing, mm, I'm, some of us not gonna make it. Period. Because now, and the reason I'm gonna say this, brothers, is because some of the stuff that they're doing it to their own family. And once you cross your family so much, your family would say, you're on your own. And when you're on your own, it's like whatever happens to you is going to happen. And it seems that's what's happening. A lot of brothers and sisters, they come to grips. No, I got to separate myself from you. And it is what it is. Things are going to happen the way it's going to happen. At the Most High said, are you forgiven? All right, no problem. But if he deemed it that you need to be taken down, trust and believe, you ain't coming back up. A lot of these brothers and sisters out here doing things that they know for a fact they shouldn't be doing. That's that law within. But right now they're not worried about that. They're more so concerned with their self gratification. We've been trampled upon and all of that. I get it. We have. I'm serious. We have been trampled upon. But brothers, it's still that law that lies within us. You know for a fact when you're doing dead wrong and you get to a point where you flat out just don't, I like the world say, I don't give a F. I don't give a F. And that's us. We always the ones, right? Oh, I hate to see those videos. I don't give a so and so. And I was and there was one feed that came, on my phone. And his sister would tell me, well, she didn't give F, she didn't give F. And she took a bottle or something and bust this woman's window. That woman gets out the car and she let some pew-pews off. That's what she did. I mean, we come with this. And it's just this generation that the scripture speaks about. These kids not having the love of the Most High, having been only concerned about themselves, self-assuming, haughty, blasphemy. Oh, let's not even talk about that. Use what I think that may be like 10 curse words, but that supersedes your whole verbal understanding as if it holds weight. This generation, this is not looking good at all. It is not looking good at all. We can keep on talking this until we blue in the face. We always run into a fight. When the Most High stands up, Israel, a lot of us go fall down. That's what's going to happen. And unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot of kids that's going to get laid down. There was an incident in the scriptures where there was some kids making fun of one of the Most High's prophet. Most High he called, 40 she-bears to kill those kids. The Most High don't play with that. What? There's nothing new under the sun. He's going to do the same thing. These kids are so disrespectful, it ain't even funny. Yeah, they don't. I'm serious. And granted, and like I said, some of them been, abused and things of that. I knows exactly how to judge. Sister Doreen, how you doing? Yes, he knows exactly. Shalom, sis. He knows exactly how to forgive, who to forgive. He knows that. He's a Elohim of justice. He knows. And it's that quiet one. Maybe you may be thinking it's the quiet one that ain't doing things, be doing the worst things you can imagine. We're outside that line. But this is one of the most selfish systems ever in history. These young kids, right? They can have a baby. I seen there was one sister in Chicago. She went to go get her nails done. She went to go get her nails done. She left the baby in the car. The baby died. But the baby didn't die from the heat or nothing. No, she let the window down. The baby died because she hadn't fed the child in so long. The baby blood sugar was exhausted. Then she up there hooping and hollering and yelling and this and my baby, my baby, my baby. What? You ain't fed the baby. The baby blood sugar was that low that the baby went into a coma, diabetic coma. Fell asleep in death. What some of these these kids' minds are at, I don't know. I don't know. They feel that they have the right to do what they want to do, say what they want to say. They're about to have a rude awakening. They're about to have it. We are on a whole different level. We are. Wow. Whew. We have all of this stuff that's happening right before our very face. And truthfully, with this awakening, I'm saying it's from what I have seen, it's mature people that is the Most High has awakened. Mature people. I ain't gonna say old because what? Something. You're not old. You're mature. You understand. You recognize. Why is the Most High awakening people up from their, let's go back down, from their late 60s down to their 40s, late 30s. But they're awakening. They're awakening. You may have a few 20-something years old. You're not gonna have a lot. No. That's that selfish generation. That is that selfish generation that's mentioned often. I think that's Timothy, in the book of Timothy. It was talking about the critical times, hard to deal with, that are here. This is the time where we need to be, what's the word? Not self-assuming, self-sufficiency. These are the things that we need to be working on. These are the things that we need to be thinking about and working towards. We see what the world is doing. They around here, they are here, the world is throwing their last set of dice, hoping to get back on that pedestal. Generation ZX means ZYZ, ZYX. What's up, bro? This is the generation we in. This is the generation that we are in. The thing that we can do is just continue to encourage them. Encourage them. But they're going to do what they're going to do. When it's all over said and done, if they don't want to follow the Most High, they're going to do what they're going to do. Now, like the Most High said, those that love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. That's what that is. And so, if you don't love the Most High, I mean, what? I mean, there's only one place you can go. There's only one place you can go. This man, this president, who he loved to receive, he loved attention. He loves it. And with that attention, he got it. And I'm quite sure he got the Most High's attention. I'm quite sure he got it because he spoke about everything in Obadiah. We're going to rebuild, make America great again. So let's just say people of color. When you talk about make America great again, the first thing we pop up, well, hold on, Tim. What are you talking about? Because we know if you're talking about making it great again, we're not going to be your foundation any longer. And they're saying that. They are literally saying, now we're not going to be your foundation. So now how they trying to maneuver situations to get their foundation, that remains to be seen. Because Israel is not going back down on its knees. Period. It's not even in the scriptures. Because once the Most High said, I'm going to raise my people back, there's no going back down. There's no going back down. Period. They can never knock us back down. Those days are done and gone. 2018, 17, 16, those days are not coming back. The Most High said that when they start talking about they will rebuild, Most High said, I'm going to tear it down. Brothers and sisters, it's been torn down right as we speak. Listen to them. Listen to them. Look at them. Make understanding of their speak. They so scared. They are so scared. They don't know which way they're going. When we was dazed and confused, we walked about with fear. We always said the white man's keeping us down. Well, which is true. They did. They held us down. But with this awakening, that's not an excuse we are riding on no more. Nah, because we have been arisen by the Most High. He owns everything. This is scary for a world that has been, what's the word? Let's say, been on a pedestal. Uh, all of their wicked lives. That's the pedestal that they've been on. Now they're making all these threats to these different nations. How are we going to put these? You're saying, Pim, your policing days are done. This is what the world is saying. You are not a world power any longer. The world is saying that too. That's the world was saying. This is what the world is saying. Now, this is not us. Yeah, we was in. Oh yes. Oh yeah. They. Yeah, we was in fear. Yes, but and that fear was misdirected. But when we woke up, we put fear where fear belonged, and that belonged to the Most High. That's where it belonged. They can't understand that. They cannot understand it. There's nothing they can do with what's going on. The only thing they can do is continue to mislead themselves. And they doing that. They doing that on their own. Because one, all they have to do is recognize one thing. These are his people. That right there can save their lives. That notion. Well, let me take that lie back. No, that's not the thing that can save them. But they're going to have an action with it. Because they have too much evidence out there. And we don't even waste time trying to prove that to them. It's like, oh, no, we well past that. This is about your actions of the here and now. Brothers, there's an exodus that's literally happening right now. These countries, what was it, Benin? It's telling, if you want citizenship there, just show that you are from there. Boom. This stuff is opening up, brothers. This is that small portion of it. It's opening up. Brothers, what was that? Ibrahim Tory? Yes. They'll open up those doors. They get those brothers and sisters to thinking. One sister on I see on TikTok, she was saying, hey, we need to spend amongst ourselves. If we spend that 1.8 trillion, that's what she said, 1.8 trillion amongst ourselves, we'll hurt them. Which I know for a fact it would. I know it'll hurt them. You're redirecting your money. That's all it is, brothers. When you redirect that money, you're going to hurt somebody. You're going to hurt somebody. But although we may redirect money, we need to redirect the money. Is not the source of our healing. It's not. That's going to be us coming together as a nation. That's when we heal. We get our culture back. We get our understanding of each other back. We start to know who we are and how we come together, how we come and heal together. And just to see us as a family, as a whole, outside of the world, just to see us is a blessing. Just to see us. I'm talking about woolly hair and everything. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. You got brothers and sisters out here with, what's the word? What kind of hair would you call it? They have long, straight hair. I know a brother His name is Mike, and it's out of in Chicago. Um, that brother have hair like a Hispanic, but he's straight black, and we all had it because of my aunt, my great great aunt. Her hair was like that too. So, but what I'm saying, but for the vast majority of us, no, it's Willie. Woolly hair, boom. But just to have the privilege to be on a land that is absolutely yours, whew, that is a privilege. And to see people that walking around that look like you and things of that nature. Yeah, we got to do business with one another off the top, because truthfully, that's what it's going to take. Because now, if you just take that, I mean, we all know the scenario. We all know the scenario. If we use our money amongst ourselves, oh yeah, we know it. But the moment that happens, brothers and sisters, because truthfully, I'm not worried about that. It's as if it's already took place to me. It's already as if it took place, because it's like you can see it from afar. You can literally see this from afar. And you seeing your position, you seeing your predicament changing by the second. And it's just not you. It's gonna be anybody that look like you. That's what it's this is what we're experiencing now. I mean, what? They can sit here and talk crazy all they want. They can sit up and say, "Oh, we doing this here. We doing. I'm signing off on this. You know, I don't care what you sign. You can sign your name on a blank sheet of paper. It don't mean a hill of beans to the Most High. Your so-called education, it's a joke. It is absolutely a joke, brothers. Now, in Africa, when I was in Dar, and these sisters, they came by and they asked me, can I cut their hair? I'm like, well, no, I mean, I didn't know. So I was like, so I'm saying, why do they want to get their hair cut? They getting ready to go to school. I'm like, okay, I mean, and they said they got to have a haircut. These sisters, and these, you know, young sisters, you know, a lot of them not even teenagers. So I'm like, man, I'm kind of reluctant. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was reluctant on doing it, but I went on and cut they, you know, because they didn't have money to go to the barbershop and to get their hair cut. But this is the captivity part of it. That's what the schools. That's one of their mandates, that those sisters have to have their hair cut. Because one time I went to a graduation now, and it messed me up. And I'm looking at this child, and I'm like, man, I know good and well this little brother here, they could have bought that man, you know, bought him some better shoes than what he got on. That's what I'm saying to myself now. And so I'm like, this just don't make no sense. I'm sitting there now. I'm just looking, I'm like, this don't make no sense. And I know the father should know that there's some girl's shoes that this little brother got on. So, and brothers and sisters, it was my bad across the board. That little sister, I mean that little brother, that was not a brother, that was a sister. I was like, and cause my stepdaughter, she's like, no, and she started laughing because she do favor a little young boy and things. I was like, what? She said, no, that's a little girl. And I was like, wow. And then mm, I said, I am absolutely. It's just the fact that they tell these kids. I mean, the parents, these kids got to cut their hair. And no, since they don't too much wear earrings, I mean, that stuff costs money. It is not like they walk around with pierced ears. But that's the little captivity that they have. But one tell you this now. The Muslim, the little Arab girls, nah, they don't get their hair cut. They cover their head. They don't cut their hair though. They do not. Mm-mm. But that's a little captivity thing, And that's what it was. Now, Sister Monica, I'm gonna tell you this is the thing, because now when I talked to the school about it, and the lady was saying no, they do that because they do not want they don't want the boys to be getting attracted to the girls. I'm like, well, wait, hold on now, because they have it where um, if you a little teenage girl come up pregnant, you get kicked out of school. Period. You get kicked out of school. I mean, they have some hard laws on out there. That's that they have, and things of that nature. And so that's what she said. That's the reason why they have it that way and things. I mean, don't get me wrong. Um, I just see things a little bit different. Remember that? I mean, right now it's like I said, it's that captivity mindset. I mean, Sister Monica, I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna say this. Though there are some sisters that do wear the head covering, and they still have their hair cut. They said they don't. I don't like, because I was saying it to Hitty. I was like, but I seen some girls walk around with their head covering up. She said She said it's just something that they do. They just tell the black ones. This is what I was like, and I said, you do know that's captivity. She said, I know it's captivity, because we always ask the question, why is it's different for the little Arab girls, and they can put the hair cover. Don't nobody say nothing about it. But now they starting to ask questions. They starting to buck up to the system. I mean, what, Sister Monica? I mean, you got to shoot there. I mean, what? That's the Arabs that run it. They just got our brothers and sisters standing in front. That's all. They got a black face to the continent, but it's ran by Gentiles. That's what it's ran by. Those laws are not black-made laws. They're not. But see, now this is the thing that's scaring them, though. Now it is the rise of these brothers and sisters from the east, from the west to the east. These brothers and sisters are coming together, and they starting to question a lot of things that these so-called nations came in and wrote laws mainly against the locals, but now they're being questioned. This is that march of being behind the Most High. That is that part. I mean, everything is being questioned now. We doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing in the United States. This little small group of the so-called, I ain't gonna even say that, because ever since I watched that Sister Gates of Hope, I don't even I try my best not to equate ourselves with America. That's what I'm trying to get into the point of saying, if not Israel, and then we say people of color. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, shoot. But anyway, it is messy. It's very messy. And guess what? We're the ones who got to clean it up. We're those people that got to clean it up. We're starting to ask questions. This is the Most High. He's putting that in us. Question this stuff, because he knows for a fact You all gonna have to fight to get yourselves back in these positions. Hold on just for a moment. We got we got to fight to be back and then put ourselves in the position that the Most High wants us in. Excuse me. Yes, and that's what we got to do. This is where we at. This is where we're standing. Uh, yes. Excuse me. Mm, and I appreciate that, Sister Royal Priesthood. Um, I mean, somebody said something. I mean, it must. I mean, I didn't. I mean, at least I didn't see it. But I tell you, um, we have a lot to contend. Well, we have things we have to contend with, and things are not. They're not in our. Let me see. We're not in position as fully as we would like to be, because I tell you, the moment we get up and and a heads up or an inch ahead, trust and believe, we go run with it. We go run with it. We will run with it because they know once we grab a hold to it, we gone. Ain't no such thing as coming back. That's one thing. There's no such thing as we coming back. Those days are gone. I'm serious. When the Most High said, "Follow me," He means follow Him. When He say, "You are a people that He chose to represent Him," you're those people. There's a lot of stipulation. I ain't gonna say a lot, but there's some stipulation that we got to maintain as a representation, a holy nation. With that devotion, determination belongs to Him. Because this is who we're representing. He is using us, brothers and sisters, for the world. And like I was saying, it is an absolute privilege to come through that bloodline. And now, I know I mean, people, I ain't even going to go, I'm not going to go down that route. I'm going to leave that one alone. But it is absolutely a privilege to have come through that line and to wake up, to know who you has called you to do individually. Because trust and believe, each and every last one of us, we got a gift. we have a gift. Tell you the truth. We have a gift. Each and every last one of us. And that gift is going to rebuild the nation, this holy nation. It's that time, brothers, when it's all over said and done, the Most High has a day, a time, when all of this will cease to exist. And I'm talking about anything that is not of His will cease to exist. This is the position, the privilege. This is the walk we are in right now. This is what we're in. We was built for this. Like the world is as if they cannot contend with all of the upheavals and things that's going on. We been dealing with that stuff for what? A long, very long time. We went through the troubles, the days of hunger. We went through that. And, and all of this was by means of their hands. The raping of our sisters, they did that. When the Most High said, I'm gonna have to cleanse your blood. They did that. Granted, we put ourselves, our forefathers put us in this position, and the word of the Most High had to be fulfilled. We came to understand and to appreciate our struggle. We took our discipline. Now we praying to the Most High for forgiveness. He's hearing us. He's absolutely hearing us. He's recognizing these people, they want me. These are the ones I prophesied they will come to appreciate me. Oh, they appreciate me now. He said, now I must show my love for these people. This is my holy nation that I plucked out of all of mankind. I went in, got this bloodline. Exactly. We're here for a reason. Most I got this bloodline. And what does the scripture say about blood? He said it's absolutely holy to him. It is it is sacred to him. Who, brothers and sisters, let me go back on this one here. Shalom, Sister Pixie Dust. Jacob, and I always use that. He had that son who did perform brother-in-law marriage, shot his semen on the ground, most had struck him dead. That's how serious it is. Each and every last one of you brothers and sisters on this channel, in the chat. No, it's that bloodline the Most High is. We showing appreciation for him because he's looking at your bloodline. He knows exactly who you are. And he's happy that you started to recognize who he is. He has feelings. I don't care what nobody talking about. He has feelings. He said Israel provoked him to jealousy. Israel serving other gods. We can understand that. That's one thing you cannot say. You can understand that. But here we are. Here we are coming to the Most High and showing our appreciation with those people that has come or has came to appreciate the discipline, the struggle, and we're praying for deliverance. We want to get away from captivity. We want to come from up under that. This is the reason why the Most High allowed us to go through these things. For us to appreciate the position he's putting us in. He's walking us to. What those brothers and sisters are doing from West Africa to East Africa, that's the Most High. We don't, they're letting it be known. We don't want to deal with the West. We don't need your assistance. Truthfully, they need our assistance when it's all over said and done. Because these days of them taking, it's done. It's done. Because that's all they did, was took. That's all they did. They took the United States. They took Africa. All they was concerned about is always taking. When you are a bully, and you the big boy. You're the big boy. at school. Ooh, brothers and sisters, you want to talk about a big boy? Mm-mm. We Sister Zenobia, shalom. Um, that bully get knocked down. All it takes is one person to stand up to that bully. One. You might have all other kids. Oh, please. I hated bullies. I did. I hate them with a passion. I did. You know, growing up in Arkansas, and I never forget, we moved out of one project, moved to another project. It was called Cottonwood. It was a small little project, nothing but us people. And so, but when the bus came around to pick us up, it had all the other kids on the bus. I mean, the Gentile kids, country, things of that nature. And so I'm like, me and my brothers and my sister, we was all going to school. You hop on this bus, and I'm like, man, why is everybody standing up? It was number of black kids standing up, number of black kids. I'm like, this is crazy. And so I'm looking at all the white kids. They were sitting down with their feet in the seat. And so I'm looking at this little sister, this little sister. I was in the ninth grade. And this little sister, she was like maybe kindergarten or whatever, but we all rode the same bus. And we all went to the same school, but the smaller kids, like from the first school, from kindergarten up to the 5th grade, that school was across the street from the junior high. So yes, we all on the same bus. I'm like, hey, look here, I'm telling the little white girl, I'm like, you need to move your leg so she can sit down. And so she got mad at me. I said, I don't care about you getting mad. And so, so the two little sisters, they sat down. And so I'm just going through the whole bus. And I just took it upon myself. No, you need to, I always go have one. Who are you? To set up, I like, nigga, please. He was shocked when I called him a nigga. And so he talking about, you just can't. All right. And then now my brother, he stands up. He's like, so what's up? So we have some words. All right, what you want to do? And so the other brother was another, we call him little brother. Same thing. We all stood up, and it was about to be a racial war on the bus. I like, y'all go move your bags and everything else, and these kids go sit down. Don't get me wrong. It was me and the other kids. We big and everything. It was the little kids. We were sitting them down. What you talking about? They called me into the principal office. Mike, what happened on the bus? And like, the kids needed to sit down. And I said, shalom, Sister Yvonne. And I said, they needed to sit down. Well, these parents called and said, you threat. I'm like, well, they can call it a threat all you want. But these kids needed to sit down. And I said, these little kids had their foot on their leg on the seat so that they wouldn't sit down. Well, you can't be going and act like you the monitor of the bus. I said, all right, then. No, it's not a problem. So they called my mother and all that nonsense and things, All righty. Granted. The next day, same thing happened. Right back in the principal's office. Man, I'm like, y'all keep on talking in like, you blue in the face. And then they go talk about, well, we got to get a bigger bus. I said, okay. This is what they were saying. But that nonsense didn't have to go down the way it went down. But they had that privileged position in their head. That's what they had in their heads. So these little kids went back and told their parents, he told me to move my foot so this little black girl can sit down. They was upset about that. Shalom, Brother Dave. They was upset about that nonsense. Brother, it's happening. We're just not sitting back any longer and just taking stuff. We're not. Those days are gone. Whatever this president talking about, man, he can kick rocks. He want to do away with February, what do they call it? Black History Month. Man, you can't stop that, period. We think about being black every single day. Every single day. That's what we think about. That's how we move. And you think 1 month is going to kill us? You talking about you take, man, please. Ain't nobody going to be, man, I wish I would sit here and lose some sleep. Something we got rid of this here. That man's going to do what he's going to do. He is. He don't even see the kingdom, or what do you want to call the kingdom, is dying. The net is already there. They just waiting for him to fall up, to trip up. It's going to happen. Go in there and change everything that so-called our people was fighting for. It was put there because the Most High wanted it there. If they want to go and take it, have at it. It's just that simple. Do what you think you need to do. Because trust and believe, the Most High is going to show up and He's going to lay it down for His people. And this is what He's doing. Yes. It's not happening any longer. That the old days of talking about going into black neighborhoods and just because you had an argument with your wife, oh, I'm gonna take my frustration out on some Negroes. Let's go into their neighborhood. Pull them over for anything. I know days are gone. And it's going to get worse. Now he can sit up and put that that nonsense in their head if he want to. It ain't gonna work out well. It's not going to work out well because it would appear to me he's trying to get something started. Go get it started if you want to. If you really don't want black people to come together, you need to fall back. If you don't fall back, do something and let another George Floyd happen again. Let another George Floyd happen again. That ain't gonna look good for you. You're talking about a world coming. You're talking about something that got people of color attention. Yes, that's gonna be something that they cannot handle. We're already questioning the educational system. You're teaching our little Israelite kids your history. We don't need your history. We don't need it at all. We've come to understand that. You're not the smartest one on this planet. Matter of fact, you're the dumbest one. You just took our smartness, applied it to yourself, and put yourself on a pedestal. Because you was able to manipulate things in that way. Everything that they have manipulated, we broke it down and dissected it. And this is how they did it. This and when they did it. And they hated it. They hated with a passion. Who woke these Negroes up? Who told them they're doing this here? And where are they getting this education from? Now you got our people now. Our people, they're starting to teach their kids their history. The only thing that we need to teach about Gentiles is this. They rob, they steal, they cheat, they conquer, they try to divide. Who wants that type of history? Do we have that history? We don't have that history. We can never have that history. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. The Most High has laws for Israel. When they was fighting those wars, there was some humanity that they had to displayed while fighting or killing someone. They if they kill, they had to kill them in the Most High said, "Nah, you go kill them, devote them to destruction, but you go do it humanely." Come on now, these people are not understanding the olive branch that we have been pushing out. The Most High reached out to this world by means of us to show the world, I'm going to give you a chance of salvation. That's what he said to the world. This is your chance to save yourself. That's all. And it seems like, hey, he's calling things back to the storehouse. He's calling out judgment. And I'm serious. There's a spirit of judgment that's out there that's lingering in the air. That's what's out there. They don't like it. They do not like it. We already recognize what's happening. We come to grips with it. We already know, all right, some of my people's not going to make it. We sit there, take a sip of Hennessy, and we keep it moving. We know that. And we also know a great deal of you all are going to get dealt with. If you think we're going to sit there and think that about our own people, what makes you think you go get a pass? This world is not going to get a pass. Matter of fact, they're going to get that fury. They're going to get that anger. For the ones that's left over. And if, no, I mean, I'll say if, well, the Most High, if he had to, he's going to discipline his people. And some go get judged harshly. That harsh judgment that he's going to put up on his own people, trust and believe. That anger is going to go somewhere, Gentiles. It's going to go straight to you. You influence his people to make a bad decision. You divided a people. You lied to a people. All that right there got to be called for. You got to be judged for it. You got to be judged for it. And they're going to be judged for it. They're being judged for it right now. All that talking about what you're going to do, this AI thing, and it seems like you're late to that party. It seems that China got that stuff already on lock. If they got it on lock, and it seems like, now, brothers, this could be me. It seems like this thing is turning from a World War III to an AI World War III. That's what I'm seeing. They want everything to be precise, on point. When if a bomb goes here, it goes there, and it's going to do this much damage. But we need to make sure that everything is on point when it comes to this AI. That's why I was saying, brothers, a month ago or so, let's be very cautious about this stuff, this AI stuff, because all they're doing is calling demons to fight a war. And they don't. What was the scripture? The scripture said, a third of mankind. I got to get the scripture. I don't want to sit up here and just do it that way. I have to get this scripture, but it was saying, it was alluding to that a number of people, not Israel, people on this planet, two-thirds. I know one brother, he was saying that no, it's Israel. I said, no, I don't know about that, brother. I think, from my understanding, that scripture is talking about the world. I mean, all of this destruction and all these people that's supposed to be destroyed, all of them not going to be just Israel. I'm not even trying to entertain that one. I mean, what? The Most High gave the laws to Israel based on what the world was doing. That's how the laws came about. It wasn't that Israel was around there practicing that stuff. That's what the nation was doing. Sleeping with dogs and cats and drinking blood, eating raw meat. The Most High took notice of that world that was doing those things. And he showered or covered his people with the knowledge of what the world was doing. You should not do this here. You know, that's what he did. And this is where we stand right down to this very day. But the fact that, they came in and they lied to us and said that the laws was done away with, we believed it. And we suffered for it too. With that lack of knowledge or lacking knowledge and taught lies, we still suffered from that action. That's what we went through. Now we woke. We're trying our best. Let's line ourselves up back onto these laws. Let's do something brand new. Because it's brand new to us, truthfully. It is brand new. But not with our forefathers. And we got to come to get a better understanding of these laws. Because that's a lot of, there's some laws and things of that nature that we need a better understanding of. And then two, it's difficult to do things in captivity. Because every time we went into captivity, we always wanted to be back home in our service to the Most High. That's when we felt complete. You cannot feel complete in captivity. You can't. It's just absolutely impossible because you're under duress. We're going to have to be on a land that is ours in order for us to have a true Shabbat. Period. And then to have a better understanding of our Shabbats, our holy days. This is when we do this. This is when we do that. This is how we're supposed to do this. And once we do that, brother, we're gonna be all you want to talk about golden. Oh, what was that song? Frankie Beverly made. Golden, what was it? Golden times of the day. This is gonna be gold. This is gonna be a very golden time for us. That's what that's going to be. Brothers. That's going to be a time where you can just sit back and just rest for a moment. That's what that time is going to be about. Where you can just sit there and just rest mentally, physically, and spiritually. When you look down, look to the side and see your child running about with a high probability of being educated in the right way, in the way of our Elohim had dictated out to us that this is the way he wants us to live. That you're educating your child, your grandchild, in the way we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to be educating our kids. Educating our kids with lies. Benjamin Franklin, George Washington. What do he got to do with me? But this is what they wanted. They wanted that power. They wanted our power to be subdued, and it happened. It happened. Now the tables are being turned. If you don't bow down to the Most High and the way His people live, you gonna get torn down. Period. The Most High said that. If the nations don't come down and bow down to you and things, yeah, going to remove rain. They would not receive any rain. This is a position the Most High is putting us in. We just got to continue to follow the Most High. And we're not doing this out of selfishness. No, we're doing this according to the Most High. He's the creator. Yeah. They wanted to do it, and they did it too. Now, Zenobia, they did. They came and they did just that. But they stuff was so sinister. It just flat out. It was absolutely sinister, and they still sinisters. They sinister with makeup, lipstick, and perfume on, and walk around here as if they're highly educated and dumb as a doorknob, silly as a bell. This is their doing. They stand there looking professional. And I say, looking professional. And just as wicked as all two left shoes. This is the world in which we are living around. Either they're going to get down with us or they're not going to get down. One or the other. It's just like that. That's the way it's going to be. This is our mentality. Now, you're not going to teach us your history any longer. Now, we're not doing that no more. You got brothers and sisters working on online classes of teaching our kids our history. Why are they doing it? This is the Most High putting that in them. They've seen the damaging effects of them teaching our kids. When I say what they taught has a damaging effect, it does. I'm quite sure some of you, brothers and sisters, have spoken to your parents about these things, about us being Israelites and things of that nature from the scripture. I know for a fact you go run into some issues when you're talking to your parents. And when I say your parents, I'm talking about anybody that's in their 70s going up into their 80s. You're going to have some issues. Because what? That education, that branding of the iron on the mind, it runs deep. Only the Most High can heal that. For me, we can lay seeds and things of that nature, but it's going to be the Most High because they knew what they did and they went in deep on it. They went in deep. That's some sinister nonsense that they practice. And this is the reason why the Most High said, I'm going to judge that nation. He said, he was talking about his spirit. Brothers and sisters, I don't think we can understand the gravity or how much heat that the Most High is going to place on this country. Now, listen to me. I'm not even talking about Armageddon. We're talking about a judgment of a nation. Because the Most High said, I'm going to judge that nation after that 400 years. He said that nation, not Armageddon. Armageddon is going to be worldwide. This here is at a particular location. This must happen first. They in the world of hurt. And they don't even know it. They have pimped themselves. They don't want it. Yeah, understand? Because, hey, you know what? Let me tell you something. Sister Mana, they do not want to see their dirt come back up on them. That's what that boils down to being, sis. They do not want to entertain themselves of saying, hey, Those that put you into slavery shall go into slavery. So now, think about the all those people. Now, you listen to me when I say this. Um, the Arabs or Islamic, when they told our brothers and sisters, hey, either you go switch your religion, I'm gonna chop your neck off. They was under duress. Yes, they were. But now all of that stuff they did, and when you forced to be you forced to be into becoming a Christian. See now, and just to go back a little bit, let's go back to the parents. When I say like in their 70s and 80s, if you take that information and you give that information to them, they say you do know we was forced to be being Christian. They don't. It's just like they have a mental block. Well, that was back then. Jesus is my Lord and Savior. This is what their mindset is. But if you show them, you was forced into becoming a Christian. You was forced to becoming Islam. It was a force. But as time went on, generations came in, generations died off. It became normalcy. My parents was Baptist. I'm Baptist, and they do the same thing. It was a generational domino effect. All of that stuff has to go back up on them. All of it. Well, you know what? Except for I'm sorry. That false religion part of it. That's like done with. That's slavery. Now, what they did to us, they don't want to see that upon them. I can only imagine some of the dreams that they're having of seeing themselves in slavery. If you think that they, I know such as think, what they did to our sisters and things when they was little, 13-year-old, 12, how they came in and assaulted our little sisters during slave time. Whew. Think about that now for a moment, because the Most High said, put up on them double. Brothers and sisters, I can't go there. My mind just it just don't go there. I mean, how can you get worse than this? I mean, how can you get worse of feeding your kids to alligators? I mean, throwing your kids to alligators. How can you get worse than that? But the Most High said it. Shalom, Brother Robert. The Most High said it. These are the things that's supposed to be coming up on them. Who wants to think about that? Who in their right mind want to think that, oh man, this is what they did to African American? Oh, there I go. To people of the slave trade? Yeah, this is what they did. And the Most High said, this is what's going to come upon those people who did that. Now, oh, but y'all should get over that. That's what they tell us. We should get over that. We should get over that. Okay. The Lord loves all of us. They do not want to see themselves under judgment at any cost. They do not want to see that. But at the same time, we're still attempt to put their boot on your neck at the same time. But you don't want this, you don't want this heat that's coming down that pipeline. This is what this world is saying. This is what this world is doing. They're doing everything in its power. And one thing they're not trying to repent. They're not trying to make amends for their wrong. So somebody got to be gone. Period. When it's all over said and done, this must take place. You reap what you have sown. That's it. This is it. They put themselves in this position. They have put themselves in this position. And the only thing that we can do is stand by and let judgment reign. Brothers and sisters, not one of us is going to call the Most High, oh, please, 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 yeah, please, Abba, yeah, be kind to him. No, no, we not. We gonna be too much filled with fear, because you want to see the heat that the Most High is going to do to this world. We gonna what? If you think I'm gonna, man, please. Wherever His judgment land, it's gonna land. Shalom. We got next. That's what it is. Man, please. Because when it happens, brothers and sisters, you're not going to have time enough worrying about somebody else. You're going to be worrying about you and your family and finding a safe spot. No, it's going to happen. Now, how this Exodus happened, which I seriously, and I'm going to continue to call it Exodus because it's going to be an exit. We're going to leave. How the Most High going to do that remains to be seen. But we do know one thing: we're gonna be packing up some stuff. It ain't the fact that we sit around here thinking about all, how rich we're going to be. This is an operation where you're going to take things from the world. Truthfully, when it's all over said and done, things from the world that will serve our benefit will go to one particular location. One continent. Well, all these brothers, some ain't talking, oh no, Africa's not built up. That's the whole purpose of you going back. You built where you at right now. That's what you built up. You take that education, you apply it to that. You apply it to a land that the Most High has given you and your forefathers, and you build it up. You see the pros and you see the cons. Alrighty, we know that cooking gas is not good underground with these pipes. What can we do different? Instead of putting pipes down there, because after 100 years, they're no good. They can explode. We have the pros, we have the cons. We live on it. We know the ins, we know the outs. Take that education and apply it to the content. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. We're seeing it. This is an educational moment. You know what you can take back to the continent. You know what you can do. I was thinking. Now, what is? Listen to me. We got next. Now, you probably got to explain it to me, brother, because I don't follow nothing when it comes to that politics. But what is the 14th Amendment? Can you put it in the chat? Because I don't follow the 14th Amendment. If it has something to do with us, hey, let's get it moving. But this is what I'm saying. This is where we are witnessing these things. These people are so discombobulated. This man saying all this stuff. That stuff ain't go. It's. Shalom, Sister Tiffany. Now, this stuff that they're talking about, Trump. Yeah, he got the world up in upheaval. You know, um, I seen one sister on TikTok. She was crying. She was a school teacher in Mississippi, and she said that ICE came over and picked up the kids. The parents didn't come. They already had the parents locked up. She was crying because they came by and picked up the kids. Let me tell you, this mm, they showing up and they showing out. I told you, brothers and sisters, this man is gonna put an ego in their head, and I'm telling you, they pulling up on people's property and things of that nature. I seen I was out. Me and my cousin was going to do a site, and I'm like, man, these policemen pulled these three Mexicans over, three boys, young boys. All righty, I appreciate that. We got next. Yeah, I want to understand that. I don't know nothing about the 14th Amendment, but I did hear something about some mm, hmm, of what he was talking about. Some you know. Removing people back to countries and things. I ain't too much following. You know, I had got in kind of late that day, and so I ain't too much get into it. And so, um, yeah, no, brother, yeah, you can explain it. But this, you know, I mean, for us to have a better understanding, because these things are happening. These things are happening right now, right as we speak. You know, every time you look up, Trump is the talk of the town. Period. Everything he do has some dramatics behind it. Everything he say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And he just geeking these people up. He's geeking them up. I'm telling you, he's geeking them up. Retribution is, whoo, sister, what you talking about? They don't want, they do not want to see themselves in that, sis. Descendants of slaves, citizenship is centered around the 14th Amendment. Okay, I got you. But I tell you, this time in which we are experiencing right now is that major shakeup that they're putting out there. And truthfully, this is what we want. There's a lot of threats being pushed out. If you don't sit up and do this, I'm going to add tariffs to this. And you do this and that, I'm going to add tariffs. And then here come um, um, China unleash some type of AI in the stock market. Yeah. Mm, only person I can plead for, Sister Monica, is going to be me and my family. That's the only one I can plead for. The Most High know exactly what He's doing to the world. The world. This is what the world has done, or this nation. This nation know exactly what it has done, and it's going to get dealt with. This is it. Now, that 10-toe kingdom, it would appear that that kingdom is, you know, they trying to get this power or whatever. But I do know the Most High said in Genesis 15 that He said go judge this nation. And so now they got a lot of dirt. up under that carpet. They got a lot of dirt. This is what we want. Hold on, bro. This is what we want. This way, like Egypt, we will be forced to leave. You know what I mean? Excuse me. One thing about it is this land's supposed to be uninhabitable, unlivable, put it that way. This land would be eventually unlivable. Brother, you have, like I said, you have these and Andreas fault line, and you have the Midri fault line. Could be pronouncing them wrong. And then you also have Yellowstone. That's a volcano, brother. That's a volcano. This country is sitting, oh, please. And you say you want to make it great again. That's what they're saying. Now, you keep on poking the Most High chosen one. Keep on hindering them. Whew. I mean, do you brothers and sisters understand? All it takes is the Most High to lay his finger on anything. What? I mean, ooh, it's just so, there's so many different ways that he can hit this place. Man, you got snow and everything all over there in Florida, Georgia, where they're not used to getting snow. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. The alligators, listen to me, brothers. What they did, because it got so cold there that these little, what do they call them? Those little swamps. What the alligators did, the alligators came up and they left their nose sticking out of the water. So they left their nose sticking out of the water. All of them. And it froze over. But they still living. They slowed their heart rate down to like a beat a minute. That's how they hibernate up under that ice. It was a trip. The brother, this guy, he took a picture of it. Shalom, brother. You be safe out there, brother Robert. So there's some things that's happening, brothers, that the Most High is doing what you may not be, what we are. We're not used to seeing snow like that over there in Florida. It's happening. These are the things that's happening. The Most High, he's putting his finger on it. He's just letting you know, we're going to move. We get to that point. Excuse me. We're at that point that, Shalom, Sister Cynthia, there's things that's happening. The Most High is showing his hand. This was happening. You got the snow over there. LA, I don't even know what's, I tell you the truth. I mean, things are being burnt up over there. Brothers, you're right there at the Pacific Ocean. You mean to tell me there is no humidity in that air? It's straight dry. That's the finger of the Most High. And all it takes is a spark to lay your house down in rubble. Now, they call it global warming. Okay. Until they fess up and let it be known, this is the Most High. We'll say it's the Most High. They won't. They will not do it. They will not do it. Oh, man. Oh, Oh, Israel, I'm so sorry, brothers. Um, let me hold on just for a moment, brothers. I'm sorry about that, brothers. So I got to get ready to get out, brothers and sisters. Keep your head on the swivel. Um, keep the faith, Israel. Keep the faith. We're living in a time at the end, and this is what we're witnessing. Let's continue to encourage one another. This is the most important thing we need to do. We're doing now. It's created to keep us from getting. And this is where we stand. We're seeing things. We're witnessing things. It's not no global warming. It could be like what some brothers saying there's a shift and things of that nature. Yeah, the Most High is showing himself. He is. But let's continue to support and give praise to the Most High. And we keep it moving. Keep your head on the swivel. And you brothers and sisters be safe out there. Shalom.